Welcome to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Owen Hayes. You're watching Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented to you by the one and only Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. And don't forget the Yakima bait, buy 3, get 1 free deal. I got to throw that in. I hope everybody had a great Saturday. Today is Sunday, the 6th of July, flying right through it already. Hopefully, though, you might have a couple of extra minutes. If you do, call us up on the North American Metals hotline. It's right down here, 503-548-6777. Questions, comments, reports, like always. Matter of fact, Ryan, we need to get the folks from North American Metals in here. There's lots of questions about what it is that they do. We need to answer those questions here on the air as the hotline sponsor. Anyway, we got a great show lined up for you, but we'd love to take some of those calls, so please, again, don't be shy. We're going to get to a lot of your photos that you've been sending over here in just a couple of minutes, but we've got 2 live reports for you this morning. The first one is going to be with Mike Sertic from Raymarine. Now, we've had a chance to check in with Mike a couple of times when you're talking about being live on the water, what he's out there doing with his Raymarine products, of course. But he's out this morning chasing salmon. I believe silvers and probably Chinook out of Ney Bay up there in Washington. And from what I understand, we've got good reception and all that's going to work, right? Knock on wood that's the case. But we're looking forward to it because we're getting a lot of questions about what's going on out there on the saltwater. So we're going to cover a little bit of that ground up north from where I happen to be, but we're going to go quite a ways further south as well. We're going to check in with Michael Lappy with now Coquille Casino. Yeah, you remember Michael Lappy with the previously known as Mill Casino out of Coos Bay. Same company, same casino, same people, same great place. They just have a name change, and we're going to check in with him. I thought they were actually chasing halibut, and that very well could happen, but they're chasing silvers this morning down there. So we're going to find out how things are going with Michael as well. So 2 completely different areas when you're talking about chasing fish off of our coast of Oregon and Washington. So that should be very interesting. I'm just crossing my fingers again that everything works like it's supposed to. In between those, just to give you a little background, we need to break it up, right? 2 different live reports. We've got a clip in there from, conveniently enough, Raymarine. It's kind of an extension of what we have previously shown, but Todd from Portland Marine and Electronics, who is really, really good at it, is having a chance to sit down with Michael and talk a little bit about these Raymarine products. Because for a lot of us, especially with aluminum boats, you know, Raymarine might be something a little bit new for you. For those that are saltwater savvy people, that's the vast majority of folks have Raymarine. But it'll be a great little clip in between, let you learn a little bit more on how I like to utilize them in a aluminum boat, a sled. What else is there? If it doesn't have a tiller, Michael, you know what I was about to say, if you're watching. Anyway, so we're going to cover quite a bit of ground there. Also, though, we're going to have your deal of the week from Fisherman's Marine and the pike minnow reward numbers for all those folks that are chasing pike minnow right now. That's probably the best fishery below Bonneville in particular on the Columbia right now. Unfortunately, the reports that I would have to share for this upcoming segment are very, 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 very slow from that stretch of river. So at the very least, we'll make sure that you're well informed of what's going on out there real time. And then, of course, we'll have river levels and fish counts. And, Ryan, we need to add in the 10-year for Chinook. Lots of questions about what's going on for us that fish below Bonnie based on those numbers. So we'll have a chance to go over that. But let's go ahead and show you some of the photos that you've all been sending over. And there's been no shortage of them. We love this, by the way, so please keep sending them in. We have tons and tons and tons of them. Sometimes it takes a couple weeks or so to actually get the photos up, so just watch the show. Pay attention every Saturday and Sunday morning. Archer catching dinner. Yeah, you did. Well done. Brett Andre, looks like it got a beautiful Chinook there. Nice hatchery fish. Well, Willamette? Couldn't tell. Shad fishing. Briggs for shad. That's exactly how I started, at exactly that age probably. Somewhere around 3 or 4 years old, I was catching my first shad, and that kind of, with old FSTs. Remember that, everyone? FSTs? Daughter Fools one on Father's Day. Very cool. Oh, Don New sent that in. Very cool. Don, I hope you're out there watching. Here's another Willamette fish. David's first springer. John sent this over. And man, that fishery right there just went downhill quick. Just amazing how things change on the Willamette from year to year. Downtown sturgeon, yep. Tons of fun catching and releasing sturgeon. Pay attention though. Some areas are open to do that and some are not. So make sure you pay attention to where you can. Extension, Chinook, Chuck sent this over. I missed the Columbia so much already. One of the reasons why I haven't been doing a lot of fishing. Willamette double, that is very interesting. Willamette double. You got a Chinook and you got a steelhead. That is a really cool limit for the day on the Willamette. Here's another steelhead for you. Sebastian Haas sent this in. Haas? Correct me somewhere, Ryan, if you can. Click-a-tat opener. Very cool. Nice photo, too, with the background. I love it. Pike minnow. Pesky pike minnow, Sean and Everett. Hey, still makes a good photo. Fish is almost as big as the kid. And that's how you get them up. You have a kid in the photo, you're probably going to make it on air. It's the Fox 12 app. It's super simple, everyone. Once you find it in your app store, just download it. It's free. And, of course, weather and outdoor GPS are going to be available for you there. And that's where you can upload your photos and video. We want to see more video. We've got several that are in waiting, but we'd love to see more. So don't be shy. If you're good at that, I know there's a lot of you out there these days with those little cameras on your head or strapped to your boat somewhere on your chest. Anyway, you know who you are. GPS@abbeys.com. That's where you go to send in your photo. It is a photo contest that Abbeys is putting on. And if you win that weekly photo contest, you will win a giant pizza from Abbeys. So don't forget that. I love those. Just because I know I got breakfast in the morning. I don't know why I keep saying that, but that's how I enjoy my pizza the most. All right, we're going to cut to a break. When we come back, if you have questions, comments, or reports, this is the time to call. It's called the North American Metals Hotline, 503-548-6777. We'll get you up when we come back from this break. If not, though, we're going to have all of our standard information to get you going for this upcoming week. And we're going to check in with Peyton Major and find out how this weather is going to be going forward. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.